Right, let's get on with it then, okay? So welcome everyone to another live episode of Brotherhood in Arms. Talk about anything in our lives. We like to just have chats with our fellow brothers and fellow sisters. In our lives, we like to talk about anything with mental health topics, neurodiversity topics, and anything else in that kind of aspects where we like to just bring the community together. Imagine imagine that you're at the pub with your fellow brothers and sisters and you're just enjoying yourself and having some talks, deep talks and deep conversations and stuff like that.
Am I getting chatted up?
Yeah. Key, welcome in, bro. I'll invite you now. Welcome in, Key. You're all sacking. Right, so let's get in. So I do want to say that before we do get on the board, big shout out to Jim, who has been promoted to Manager of Welfare in Brotherhood in Arms. He has been given that boost up. So big up to Jim here for the Manager of Welfare. And a big shout out to Aaron behind him, Assistant Manager role once again. Let's not fuck this up. Big shout out to Aaron for becoming assistant manager. Well done. And obviously, as people don't know as well, Paul is now our temporary admin. He was promoted recently into temporary admin position, so welcome in. Tony, obviously admin of the escape group, so welcome. Now let's get on. Welcome in, Kat. How are you? Kat, by the way, was you the one that you were saying you was at AtFest? Big heart, love me. Thank you very much. Key, welcome in, brother. How are you doing, Key?
I'm alright. I've been awake since Sunday.
You've been awake since Sunday?
Yeah.
That's fucking achievement considering it's Thursday today. Don't you mean you've been awake since Wednesday?
Yeah.
Didn't you...
See, and I thought I'd an achievement by getting in at fucking 7 o'clock this morning and still being awake for a live.
Well, there's that, yeah.
That wasn't my fault though. I went to see a real good friend and she said that I fell asleep on her sofa about 3 o'clock. She tried to wake me up 3 times and it didn't really go too well. So I woke up with a blanket chucked over me and her kids waking me up at night at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that. Just as well, whilst we're live as well, just wanted to shout out the reason why we're doing the screen effect today with the poster in the background is because together we all stand together, we all support each other and we connect, and it's mutual respect between everyone. So on there you can see the fight clubs on here, Real Talk Unfiltered, Mental Health Mondays and SGT Mental Health. Did have a look at these guys. They are fantastic on TikTok and amazing with mental health podcasts, deep diving and talk behind the scenes and stuff like that. So if you want to talk more mental health on live TikToks, these are the guys. And whilst I'm also having a vape. So I got a good question for everyone to start off with today's topics. How has everyone's highs and lows been over the weekend since we last had a live? So how has everyone's highs and lows been? Jim, let's start with you.
Well, obviously the big high for me is becoming Manager of Welfare for the Brotherhood in Arms. That's like...
Well done, Jim.
That's a huge high for me. Another one is my lad. He absolutely smashed school. Got his end of year report back and he was absolutely smashed it.
Go on, lad.
Lows, I'd say probably just my back pain, and that's literally it. And I'm managing that at the moment by incredible amounts of painkillers and working right with it.
Yeah, fair enough, Jim. Fair enough. Hold on a minute. Because everyone's moaning about the background talks, I think we all know who that one person is. We're going to just change the box in here.
Okay.
As you can tell, we already know who that one person is. There we go. Is that better for you, Gareth?
Do you want to come on with some box now?
Yeah, let's see. No bed. Anyway, but yeah, big
someone from up north to be moaning.
I know, right? Fucking assholes. Anyway, big up to Jim, though. Because, do you know what, Jim? It's interesting. I was actually talking to Gaz and I was talking to Scotch Paul the other day when we were making the restructure of Brotherhood in Arms. And it's actually amazing considering, if you look at the poster, you can see in the middle of the man cave, Jim actually came from the man cave into the WhatsApp group as a member. And it was actually around January, February, Jim joined us. And ever since then, Jim has just evolved. his growth. Seeing someone like Jim grow in growth and, just be there for all the lads and stuff like that. And to see him now as a manager, big up to Jim. That's all I can say on that one. So big up to you, brother. Take all the credit. You deserve it.
No, it's not all me. It's everyone else as well. It's a team effort. There's no I in.
Accept a compliment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just an FYI, there is an I in team if you go teaming. Teaming has an I. So just putting that one out there. That's the dyslexic word for the day. Aaron, highs and lows, brother. What's your highs and lows?
Getting my old job back. That's got to be a high.
Nice. Wait, hold on a minute. Get the job back. Oh, assistant manager. My bad.
Renan.
Morning, Tash.
Everybody
Tash.
hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Right, I'll be back in a minute.
It's all good. Yeah, Aaron, what's your highs and lows, then, bro?
Well, like I said, getting me old position back after having to relinquish it because of what happened.
Aaron being a dick. Nothing.
No, I was an emotional torpedo and I was taking everyone down.
That's true. But like you said, I'll read Gaz's comment there. So Gaz, the executive chairman, has put, I do want to say a massive well done to Jim and Aaron for their promotion, well deserved. That's a massive positive. It definitely is to Aaron there. Like I said, Aaron was manager of welfare. He had what we call the low moments, and he dropped as a low moment. Still around as admin, but dropped. But then he's earned his rank back, shall we say. He's earned that promotion step back up, tirelessly being there for the lads. So, Aaron, don't want to hear no negative talk this week from you, because that is your high and that is what's going to keep you going. So keep yourself going. Stormwolf, what's going on, my brother? Welcome in. Don't invite Stormwolf into the group. Tony, what is your highs and lows, my bro? All right, Tony's MIA. Tony, we'll come back to you. Dad's Hiking Adventure. Paul, what is your highs and lows been this week?
Well, on the weekend, I went to this little weird place called Appfest. Met a couple of little hobbits there.
Excuse me, I am not a hobbit.
Sammy boy!
Dwarves are taller than hobbits, so you're taller than Kelvin, so you would be classed as a dwarf.
Then had a few things planned this week. Well, this week had a day planned out with meeting up with somebody else, but that fell through. But actually ended up being a blessing in disguise, because ended up all meeting up at the end of the month instead. So that's going to be quite good. And Stormwolf is going to be coming as well. So
Well, that's a
be
bonus.
ideal. And then woke up today and decided I'm taking the boy down to Dartmoor to go camping for one night, maybe 2 nights, maybe 3 nights. I haven't decided yet.
Nice. I love that.
It was like a kick in the bollocks near the beginning of the week, which ended up turning around and being fucking absolutely brilliant.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna do the brick wall
It was
method
written in the
today. I'm not
stars.
gonna do the brick wall method today. But what I will say is, you got a negative week and you managed to turn it around into a positive week. So big yourself up there, that's hiking.
To be fair, it turned around in a couple of hours.
I just need to correct someone on here, because guys, I need to correct you. He isn't our first ginger admin, because Scottish Paul is actually ginger too, and he was around before. So that's a kick in the teeth there for Scottish Paul.
what?
I'm not
Can
gonna
I
lie.
have can I have the first English ginger admin?
First thing. All right, we'll go with that one.
As
First
if you
English
call
admin.
English, that is.
I love that. But yeah, big up to Dad's Hiking. And for anyone else that's in the Gloucester area, Dad's Hiking is now, we're going to be working behind the scenes currently. What's that, Sammy? Sammy is a lovely lady who identifies as a toaster. So if anyone can just say hello, toaster, to Sammy in the comment sections, much love and appreciated that one.
Hello, Toaster.
Yeah, she wants to be known as Toaster, so we're calling her Toaster now. Now, I wanted to move on because Dad's Hiking, big up to you, because We're gonna work behind the scenes where Brotherhood can potentially try and sponsor it or promote it and stuff like that. But Dad's Icon is doing what we call the Lads Walk. He still needs to work on the name. I don't think 2 seconds now. I don't think Walkie Talkie or Talkie Walkie
I'm
is
thinking,
going to rhyme with
yeah,
the
no.
name. I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody said like,
No.
was it waffle and walk? Because let's face it, us men we just waffle.
That's
That's
fucking
actually
true.
not bad. Waffle and walk.
That's
I like.
fucking true.
Yeah, I have actually put it in my notes, and I was going to do it the next
Walkie
day, but like something happened. Like I don't know, I woke up.
Oh, I've got one. What about waffle toddle?
Waffle Toffle, really?
Toddle. TODDLE.
Walkie Waffle, really?
Yeah, but then
What
someone
the
could
fuck?
think it's something to do with toddlers, and I might get in trouble with that.
Fair.
Spit. Do you know what? This is one of those like kind of lives where you can see if you can spit the dyslexic person out of the live, as you can tell.
Can't really split him, man. Can you? Bit rolling.
So we got Footmaster. Stonewall Footmaster. I like that. Let's go. We're gonna get that one.
Cowboy's got a foot for him.
Right, so let's move on anyway. Let's move on. So yeah, big up to Dad's Icon, and also Paul. We got to do a shout out because on the 11th of September, Dad's Icon is taking on the Welsh 3000 challenge. So if anyone has got any small donation, £1, £5, if you want to be rich and be generous, and £100, that'd be ace. But he's doing it for Brotherhood and Arms and for the Rescue Mountain Service Team as well, for the Welsh 3000. So Dad's Icon, all I can say is good luck, and I will be at the end of the rainbow to give you a pint. Okay, I'm not
Is it
actually
Better
going
be
to
an
the
extra
rainbow.
large pint.
When's this?
11th of September. Is it 5 o'clock you're starting, Paul?
We
It's
start
in
at
Wales.
sunrise on the 11th.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, no, on the 11th we're going to be starting about midday.
Ash, it's just another reason for me to go visit Wales, mate. I've got plenty down there.
Yeah, I see. Look
About
at
midday
that.
on.
Nice little
midday on
Welsh.
the
I'm
11th,
just
I'll be
kidding.
starting,
I'm
and
just
the rest
kidding.
of
I'm on my
them will be
bestest
sunrise.
behaviour.
12th September is my birthday, just saying. Alright, so when Paul
exactly,
goes
come on,
live
for
on
birthday
12th
party
of
in the mountains.
September, you've got
What?
to do a special live shout out to Key when you go live, Paul, by the way.
Oh, you have to message me on the day because I would have slept between now and then.
That's
I'm not
fucking
gonna
true.
lie, I
understand.
will be coming to visit.
But yeah, big shout out to Dad's Icon. Welcome in that. Key,
What's his,
since you've just been asleep since Sunday, how the fuck are you still progressing? I'm not gonna lie, how the fuck are
I
you still
just ended
processing?
my life to be here. So
Hey,
coffee,
Fair play, girl. Fair play.
amounts of coffee, are you taking the piss?
coffee, and coffee.
Wow. Key,
Fair.
could you be any more energetic? I swear to God.
hold on, you need to balance up your diet.
I had the odd Red Bull as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Red
fair.
Bull. It's all about
Key.
Monster.
Yes. See, can we have a monster shout out, please, so I can get sponsored? That'd be great. Thank you
So
very
the
much.
only
Oh my
decent
god, I
monster
can
was
get a
the
monster
Viking one.
sticker for my bike.
Oh, that would be sick to be on your bike.
If you
Any
want-
time.
No, because you're having zero contribution.
Natalie.
Yeah,
Natalie.
you can actually get
The
the
subject for the
monster
day,
delivery card now.
I'm
There's a
skip
lot
going
of
in a
talking.
minute.
Who was saying my name? Sorry.
Me.
I'm gonna be doing the subject in a minute. I'm just gonna ask everyone how their highs and lows have been. So, Key, how has your highs and lows been since your last been asleep?
My high's been my ceiling, my low's been my floors, my high's been finding matching socks.
Fair.
Fucking
Finding
twat.
matching socks is a win, by the way.
You don't change. That's fucking brilliant.
You don't fucking change. It's the same in the fucking chats as well. Don't fucking change at all.
Yeah, easy.
Alright, on that note, Key, I'll let you be. How about that? So you can try and get some sleep, okay? How about that?
Go smoke a big pat of zoot and you'll fall asleep.
He fucking wishes. Key, by the way, you're in Gloucester though, ain't you, Key?
Maybe.
Why do you meet up with Dad's Hiking on Sunday? There you go. Fucking 2 birds with 1 stone. It'll get you to fall asleep. Or it'll knock you out, either way. But
Or
you're
chuck him
both
off
in
the
Gloucester.
cliff.
That's very true, Simon.
Or we'll chuck him off the cliff. Very true, yes.
How do you bait my location like that?
Right, let's move on. Tash, little corner. How's your highs and lows been then, sis?
I got a puppy.
Thanks, man.
And I'm tired. And I'm tired. From puppy.
Fairs.
By the way, before you move on to the next person, I'm picking Ollie up at 11, just to let you know.
Sweet. That works for me. All right,
I
then.
don't care if it didn't work for you.
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
highs and lows? So, highs, Sammy, is what's been good for the week, and what's your lowest? Lows is bad.
In a nutshell, negative and positive. Stormwolf, welcome in, my brother. I haven't spoken to you in ages.
Yes, brother. What you saying?
What are you doing, Stormwolf? How you doing?
We can't
Stormwolf,
hear
your mute,
sweetheart. You need
your
to bring
mute
your
is
mic.
gone. Probably
You've
unplugged
not
it in.
seen him in ages. We've been participating in this.
I could tell it's morning, silicon. Oh no, I didn't put fucking mic on. What a knob.
That ain't one thing, it's another, innit, brother?
Yeah, like what the fuck's going on? Oh, it's the button there. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm good, people. Thank
Just
you.
an
How are you?
FYI.
Have you
I
got enough
actually
cup
let-
of teas this morning, Storms?
Hell is
Got it,
already
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, but he needs about 10
Don't
before he
worry.
functions, doesn't he?
I just thought I'd let you know as well, bro. This poster behind us went to the football event and Act Fest, and I can't fucking move because the green screen. But your Fight Factory was, Fight Club was on it straight away.
Thank
Alright.
you very much.
Just wanted to
100%
let
love
you
to
know.
you, man. Thank you
No
so much,
worries.
man.
How's
That
your
means a lot,
High
man.
been then, Stormwolf?
Yeah, same as everybody else's, up and down, but we march through it, don't we? We get through it, we carry on, we have to carry on, don't we? So, but yeah,
100%,
I'm
man.
alright, man. I'm alright, man. I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But bro, what a plan me, you and Chris have come up with, though. That's fucking
I know.
epic, innit? Let's face it.
Can't wait, me, I swear to God, because I've been looking forward to it, but because of mental health issues, there's certain things I can't do. Do you know what I mean? And then, but
plan?
Paul's sussed it out. Paul's worked it
we're
out.
gonna-
A good guy.
We are going to come to interesting topics and talks in a minute. I just want to finish the highs and lows.
Wait, can we just recap what was
Natalie.
the plan?
What's your highs and lows been this week?
Wait, look at her. I'm fucking so excited.
That is a nice bike. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly jealous because that fucking bike is nice. But I want a Kiwi
it's
bike,
gonna look
or I want
stunning
a
in black.
fucking.
I've always
Oh,
There's
yeah,
not
yeah.
enough wheels on it. There's only 2 wheels. Everything needs 4 wheels.
There's more than enough wheels on it, and I'm very excited.
Failing that, another bike that I was interested in was the Fireblade,
What's the Fireblade?
the Honda Fireblade.
You want to see it?
What the fuck?
The,
What the fuck's a
the
Honda
Fireblade
Fireblade?
is
One
what,
sexy bike.
the Fireblade is the
Is it
one
more of
that I
a
was
sports
looking at.
bike?
This, oh mate, it's so sexy. Serious.
I'll show you.
See, I'm into mine whether to get a sports bike or whether to get to, like a bomber kind of bomber slash
big
kind of
bike,
cruiser
let's
type of
Ah,
bike.
why is it not loading?
Oh, fuck you, Key.
The
Your fucking
Fireblade
team's
is a
gonna need it this
650
year.
I was looking at, Kelv. When I say to you, I need to go look at Hondas.
Right.
She is beautiful.
Ooh, that is
one
nice.
gorgeous bike.
That
mate.
is
That
nice.
just sex on 2 wheels.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I'll agree to that one. That is banging.
Which is what we're
I can
going to look
feel
at
the
this
rev on that
weekend.
already.
We're off to look at the Fireblades this weekend. And there's one of the Yamahas that I was looking at as well. Lies.
You'll have to send me
That
a
is
pic.
bang.
You'll have to send me a pic of it.
Well, I don't know
Don't mind my
because
bikes.
I need to go myself, right? And that can be my low for the week because give me a bike, give me my test, give me my bike, give me the open roads. I'll fucking ride for hours, right? That's not my issue. My issue is going and having to speak to grown ass adults that know about bikes when I'm just like, this is what I want. And it terrifies me. Honestly, terrifies me.
When I tried to look at my Yamaha 125, I had so many people come up, oh, you want to try this, you want to try that? And I'm there like, I know what the fucking bike, I've done my research, I've been on the website, I wanted the Yamaha YBR. I don't want to fucking go around the rest of the shop looking at, I just want the YBR. Give me the
I
YBR,
walked
it's
in,
fine.
I walked in and he was like, do you have your license? I was like, no, but my theory's booked this day. I'm going for my mod 1, my mod 2. I want a 600 to 700, but I want one that can be restricted, potentially be lowered because I stand at 2 foot fuck all, and it needs to be safe enough for my kids. And he was like,
Oh, Triumph. Oh, nice.
so for
I do
someone
like
who
Triumph
says that
engines.
they're, he was like, so for someone who says that they're a novice, you know what you're talking about? I was like, I'm not going to put my fucking child in a death trap, am I? I have some knowledge. I'm just blonde as fuck. Yeah.
Ben, true,
Nice bike
true.
too. That's a nice bike as well.
I'm just crying.
Welcome back, Tony.
I'm
Fuck
just
knows where you
trying
went,
to
but
face
welcome
it.
back.
I know fine well that I need to be sensible, okay? But someone won't explain to me why my leathers are going to cost me £1,100.
Oh, fucking hell.
They're fucking stunning, though. Stunning.
See, I go jeans. I go jeans any day. Jeans are more fucking protected.
Right.
I can explain why the leathers are going to cost that much.
Right, Kel.
One thing is easy. Is your life worth it?
Yeah. My life's
True.
worth it.
Valid
the
point.
answer.
Yeah, I got into that debate years ago.
So,
Years ago,
my
with
issue
my dad, I
is,
got into debate with that.
my issue is the fact that for everyday riding, because I don't know why the fuck people are fair weather riders, that just genuinely upsets my happiness. If you're going to get a bike, fucking ride it, right? So for everyday riding, I'm all for my textiles. I'm okay for that. Don't need it. However, if you think that I am driving my ass from my gaff to fucking your gaff, down the fucking motorways at stupid speeds in textiles, you're batshit crazy. I need leathers.
Stonewolf there. Hey, that's me on the bike, Stonewolf. By the way, that's me on the bike. That'd be me, like, trying to fucking reach the handlebars. Like, what the fuck? Get back down here.
What you on about that? You wouldn't even be able to reach the fucking floor, you fucking hobbit.
With the, I ain't gonna lie, with my Yamaha YBR, it was a struggle getting off the bike and getting on the bike. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. That was funny.
Oh, they're nice, Natalie.
They are nice, to be fair, but it is what I go back to Paul's message. I had the same debate with my dad like 10 fucking years ago. Is your life worth it on the bike? And well, I came off my bike, and let's just say the joggers and a hoodie didn't save my fucking body at all.
Also, it turns out that when you speak to a nice man who's talking to you about your protective gear, and they're like, "What do you want to do?" and I'm like, "I come with built-in airbags." Built-in airbags is not the answer to give the bike.
True. Jim, what's your interesting conversation and you want to talk about, my brother? Go for it.
So, do we think the media is causing problems for mental health and neurodiversity? The reason I asked this,
The media causing problems, full stop.
Right, Jim, hang on, Jim, you're going to need to jump out and jump back in again because you're echoing.
I don't think it's Jim. I think it might be when Stonewall connected his mic.
Yes, you might be right. Am I live? Oh, yes.
Good
So check
shout,
this out.
Natalie, good
I'll
shout.
mute it from my mic. Does it stop?
Does everyone?
Gentle.
No, that's it. Stop.
There we go.
Yeah. So you.
There we go.
There
There we
we
go.
go.
There we go.
You
Go on, Jim. What was you
Fucking
saying?
Northerners causing problems again.
Who knew
Storm,
that-
what the fuck are you going to do with you, eh?
Watch what you're saying about
Will you
Northerners,
lot
boy.
shut up?
It's all true. It's all true.
Hold on 2 seconds, you. I'm the most northern, and I've just fucking fixed the problem. So
But you're Scottish, so that's not Northern England. Something to tell you about
you
me.
did,
Right,
you
let
did not
Jim have his say.
But
Let
Can
not
I interrupt
specify
Jim?
She's
that it's
north from
Northern
everyone,
England.
so-
You just specified northern.
Tony.
I'm the fucking most northern. Sorry, this is.
Jim, let's go. What was you saying?
Do we think the media is bad for mental health and affecting people's mental health and also raising stigma? Because Channel 4 have got a documentary coming out called ADHD or Myth, where they think ADHD is caused by the environment and everything else
Bro,
rather
shut
than
the fuck up.
neurodevelopmental development.
I've seen this Channel 4 documentary. I have seen
Nah,
this
they
4
can-
documentary.
they
So,
can-
guys, I'm
suck
still going to
it
be
in.
listening, but I'm going to be looking at booking a campsite at the same point. So I'm going to try this multitask thing.
Fuck's sake.
Don't you fucking laugh.
I'm gonna tell you what. We'll go around the table with that comment. So, Aaron, let's start with you. The big fuck off politic debate fucking person in the room. Let's start with you, Aaron. What do you reckon?
To be honest with you, I don't trust any sort of media because they all spread shit, they lie, they misinform everybody, they race bait and they rage bait. So
True.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to fuck everyone over. So
Stonewolf,
yeah.
what you say? Sorry, my bad. Stonewolf, what you saying?
If it's down to the system, they're going to fuck us, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't understand. I don't understand, to be honest, man. I don't understand what they're trying to do. I'll just see that they'll end up trying to make money from it again. They're just trying to end up trying to fuck us over and make money from it. I don't know. I don't know, brother. I just don't trust I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them. they can say whatever it is. I don't they can call it Rita for me. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I don't trust them people that have the power to change it from one thing to another whenever they want. And do you know what I mean? So I don't trust them, man.
Tony, go on, because I know you're itching. Since
I'm
we're
not being
skipping
funny.
the queue.
With this whole ITV thing, and they're saying that it's ADHD is affected by the environment. How have they got the logical decision to say something that is genetic that is affected by the environment? We are born with ADHD issues, not gained it. We are born with the ADHD gene. So
can I get this straight? Sorry to interrupting. You're saying that the system is saying now it's something in the air that's get it is? Is that what he just said?
So it's not. It's basically a documentary that they're doing. So they're trying to prove that it is something in the air. But
they're basically they're trying to say
it's meant to be genetic. So at the end of the day, if it's something in the air, then how do you know that your child's going to get it? But the chances, if it's genetic, most of the time your child does have it. So
it's going to be like another fucking pandemic, isn't it, with COVID?
Right.
You got COVID, now
just-
you got ADHD.
Right,
Well, can I just say something
trying
quickly?
to find a thing so the government don't have to pay.
Alright, we're going to go with Storm Wolf.
Can I just say
that
right.
after you?
So ADHD is neurodivergent, yeah? Yeah, is that what it is? Is that what
Yeah.
that neurodivergent is?
Yeah.
ADHD's in there, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is and it isn't because
neurodivergent, yes.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
classed as neurodivergent, but it's also now been put into the bracket. of
That's what
mental
I am,
health.
because I'm neurodivergent.
Right,
Yes, so it come. I got it. My granddad had it. My dad had it, and then I ended up with it. I got told it got brung down in genes.
Yeah.
It does go in
Right,
genetics.
but
yeah.
also, just
Yeah.
on the spin of that, it is genetic, but there's also instances that can bring
skip generations.
not only skip generations, but things that can bring it to the surface. So after my little stint with the trauma, that brought all of my mask and it basically removed the mask and brought everything up to the surface. And that's where basically the only test I passed with flying colours was the bitch asking me if I fucking ticked all these boxes. It's not one I wanted, right? But I think they're also trying to say that social media is bringing everything to the surface. So what people think is
I've got to agree on that.
or I think they're just trying to say that it's making it more labelized as well as being a fun thing. ADHD is someone being hyper, ADHD is being like the fun side of ADHD, whereas they're not discussing the crash outs, the burnouts, the fucking irritability, the hyperfixation, and the environment influences on symptoms, not the condition. So basically social media is highlighting all of the, you know, back in the day where you seen a naughty boy who was tuned to the moon, couldn't sit still, couldn't be quiet and everything like that. That's the side of ADHD that they're labelling and they're bringing to the surface, but not actually talking about the other side of it. But
Yeah,
mental health,
totally agree with that
I know
one.
why it's gone into the mental health bracket, because it was my deterioration in my mental health that then brought my ADHD to the surface.
See, when I was at school, I was just classed as a naughty kid back then. When I was
Same
Yeah.
as me.
But they're still trying to do
Yep.
that now.
So I
Yeah,
wasn't
they are.
labelled the naughty kid, but I swear to God, every single parent seen when they were told. Natalie doesn't
Well,
know how
Can I
to
Well,
do-
I used to
doesn't
make
know
daft
how to
noises.
shut up, but if she focuses, then she can do her work. And I swear, someone should have
Well,
pointed out
Do you
that.
Well, I
know
used to-
why? Do you want to know? Do you know why? It's it's now 6 out of 10 boys can get diagnosed straight away for ADHD, with still 1 or 2 out of 10 women that can't get diagnosed. And do you know why?
Because we
Because
mask
we
like a
hide
it.
motherfucker. We mask.
It's
Women
not.
hide it
It's
better.
not just the. No, it's not just the mass. It's actually been scientifically proven that this is one reason why it's more harder for ADHD, autism in females to get diagnosed than it is for men. There is only one thing that stands out.
What?
H word, hormones.
I love that. Do you know I went into hospital with my
hormones
kidneys and they were like,
yeah.
"Are you pregnant?" I was like, "No, I'm fucking not." They were like, "Are you sure it's not your hormones?" I was like, "You're about to rig
It's-
me up to an IV. It's not my hormones."
Hormones is the only thing that stands between the male and the female of any neurodiversity program, and it's been
Actually-
scientifically proven last year that that is why it's hard to diagnose a female with any type of neurodiversity symptom than it is for a male, because a male will not, well, a male can mask it as well, but they haven't got that kind of, let's say, that
Hormonal
kind of
balance.
like a bubble where a
because
female's hormones will bubble.
Can I just say something that I read the other day? And that is why women are diagnosed later in their life, because when they hit premenopausal, things start to resurface, come to light then when you hit premenopausal.
I'm 2.5 years into my pathway.
Well,
I'm still waiting to get my diagnosis.
In that case, I'm fucked because my little girl has been diagnosed since she was 8.
Right,
Yeah,
but
Actually,
that's
probably
because-
been diagnosed.
Actually, no, a
it's
lot
just
longer
some
than that.
people are not.
But that's because you knew the symptoms to look for and you knew the signs to look for. So
Fair
you
point.
knew how to put her onto the pathway for an early diagnosis. Whereas our parents, potentially, like my mum, she's riddled with something. I don't know what the fuck she's riddled with, but she's definitely got some sort of spicy brain in there. But
Yeah.
her generation's parents didn't know what they were looking for. My mum's generation didn't know what they were looking for. But I can see the signs in my son where I'm like, "Oh, you're a little bit of me. Sorry about that, Bubs."
Yeah.
But then,
But then again, it's the same as me, and I will wait for Cal to jump down my neck. I would say that I see
I'm
more.
about to read the comments, but okay.
I actually see more stuff in me now since my son only got diagnosed a year and a half ago.
because you've opened up your mind to educating yourself for it. Whereas they've also obviously taken ADHD and slightly put it under the bracket of autism.
Yeah.
I just want to read the comments on this. Jim, you saying look at the rates, look at the stats for people in prison and the rates of death in ADHD people and die. I have to agree to that one on the prison spectrum part, because there's people that I know that have been in prison and then came out of prison with the diagnosis. Just shout out to H as well in the comment section. The charity football game is over, bro. It's next year now. I'm moving it towards March or May, but we are still going ahead with the training every Sunday, which is back now. So
Can I just say something? You know this ADHD, I was watching this documentary, scientist documentary, yeah? Maybe in 100 years' time, they're going to want people to be neurodivergent. Because
I can see
our
that.
brains work better.
Because our brains work better and we know things other people don't know. And we see things different to other people.
We look at a situation and we're able to find every single negative in that situation to be able to fix it before the good things happen.
Where's Aaron gone?
Just said he's got to nip off, he'll be back, I think.
He's got
Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best has been my mantra for my whole life.
See, when I got ADHD, I was 6 years old, and when I was 6 years old, it wasn't even ADHD, it was called bad behavioural problem. So when I had ADHD, when I was walking around doing impressions of people and doing stupid noises all the time, I just got a belting for it. Just got pasted for it, you know what I mean? Because I had learning difficulties and ADHD, so I had to have home tuition. And when I was at school, all my life through school, I was in one class with 4 people in it. My last 4 or 5 years at school before I lived at Big World, I was in just one class with 4 people in its support unit. And I didn't even do my GCSEs. They didn't even let me do my GCSEs.
See, since obviously Jasper has been diagnosed, I have thought back to my school time, and I got kicked out of school because I was classed as a naughty child.
No, that's okay.
I got diagnosed with dyslexia, but I now think back going, actually, there could be a high chance that I didn't mingle with people. And it does answer a lot of questions.
Yeah,
Well, it
see,
is-
dyslexia was my first. Dyslexia was my first diagnosis. I was diagnosed with that before anything else.
Yeah, Mally
my
was
second.
diagnosed with dyslexia. But
That was
even
my second.
dyslexia was difficult to get a diagnosis of.
But the only thing that I find weird is that in Gloucestershire, I don't know where everywhere else, is dyslexia is actually not recognised to this day.
So
It's not anywhere.
up
Is
here.
it not?
But it was an absolute fight to get it. So Leo's dad has other children, and one of his brothers has been diagnosed with autism. He's non-verbal, and then obviously they've now said that ADHD comes under that bracket, and I'm like, great. So he's carrying that gene because his sibling's not mine. Plus the fact that I have been smacked with every fucking brush that's going with ADHD. It's fucking ridiculous. So Leo doesn't really have much hope. Poor kid.
The thing is,
then we had to get him diagnosed with this dyslexia. But when I put my mind to it, I don't know about anyone else, I can memorise things and I hyperfixate on it.
Fortune laughs at the foolish.
And Leo's dyslexia test
what are you doing?
was basically a book that he'd done at school, and it was like the workbook, and then they had to figure out at the end of it what was included in that. So Leo passed the test and was not diagnosed with dyslexia because he'd done it on the same book that he'd memorised.
See, when Logan had his, they told me he wasn't dyslexic, and I said, and then obviously he's got higher through the school and is still struggling. So I asked them to redo it, and it came out that he's got, well, it's not dyslexia. They classed that he's got dyslexic traces and he's now high. And I was like, well, I told you that. It's like I used to fight for Jasper, and they thought that I was talking absolute rubbish. I was like, that child is acting like me.
Can I come and have a word with the school?
Yeah, you can come down.
Mate, don't hit me with a good time, do you know what I mean? I'll come and chill with them.
That's what my dad says. When I say, remember when I used to go to school, father? He goes, sure, you'd have cunt. I went to school for you more times than you went to school, you say.
We got to the point where I was asked to respectfully not attend the school. No, Sammy, okay. I was asked to respectfully not attend the school for a minimum of 3 months.
I will say though, if anyone's got like a child that's going through that process of autism and ADHD and stuff like that, yes, it is genetics, and yes, it can skip genetics, but because being a parent, you've been around that type of environment for your whole life, like Jim, you yourself, Paul. I know you don't like me using this, but Dad's hiking is fucking undiagnosed ADHD over there.
I'm undiagnosed fucking everything up.
100%.
But I will say,
I can't take any more fucking letters after my name.
Yeah, but what is?
I've only got CUNT. That's enough.
Is the simple fact is that the kids that are coming out today have got role models to look after. So like Tash, you will know how to handle it more better for Jasper's sake because you've been dealing with it more longer. You know,
I don't know if I'm doing it right, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but that's the bonus thing. No one knows if it's right or wrong. We're all still trying to learn it ourselves.
You're learning, aren't we?
Prime example over here. I'm still fucking learning. I had to bollock myself last night because I've been hyper focusing on a fucking game for 2 days, and I forgot to do shit, and I've got to do work.
You got
hyper focused. I bollocked myself. I did, but then I watched Jeff Dunham, and I would fucking piss myself.
Oh, we know. We were on the phone.
Yeah, we could hear you laughing.
Right, but also,
have you seen the new Jeff Dunham? Paul, have you seen the new Jeff Dunham one, the American one, the 250 celebration?
No, I haven't
yet. No.
Oh, mate, that was fucking brilliant. Oh, mate, I was pissing myself.
Kelvin, send me a link to it.
It's in the links. Is it already in the links?
Sammy did get very moody, didn't he?
You need to add me to this links group.
Shit gets lost in there.
I did. You are in the links group.
I tried using suggestion box and nothing happened. So fuck you.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I had one response.
Like, at least you're allowed in the group.
Do you realise there's only 3 people in suggestion box, Tony? Me, you, and Gaz, brother.
Why are you and Gaz telling me to put it in the suggestion box because it's more heard? And then shut your mouth for a second. Because I'm trying to arrange people from the Brotherhood to come and join the car club that I'm part of for a drive out or ride out for a lad with autism, and no one's responding. So how am I supposed to
I think it's because the location that you put up was nowhere near anyone that drove or rode a bike. I mean, I looked at it, and it was going to cost me nearly £200 in fuel just to come down. So I was like, if it was cheaper, I'd have came down. And I think that's the problem with a lot of other people as well.
No option was there. That's why no was there.
Tony, just an FYI, the only person that's down in that location is Reaper. And I think Reaper himself is just bombarded with work at the moment, so I don't.
Yeah,
think
no,
he could
I
even
get that,
join
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that there's no's, but my point is, even we've got 56 or 57 members.
80 in total.
Where is it?
80 then. Realistically, I should have been getting at least 60 no's if that's the case.
Yeah, but also some people get overwhelmed and don't actually want to say no. Some people's brains just go, if I don't answer it, then I can't actually
Well, then,
actively
in that
disappoint
case,
someone.
I'm not going to bother trying to hook up with with the Brotherhood then.
No, that's not the case. That's not what I said. I was just saying that some
I know,
people.
I know that's not. I know that wasn't what you were saying, Natalie. I know that's not what you were saying. I know that.
But you as someone that has a spicy brain, neurodivergent, however you want to say it, you can't then criticise the coping mechanisms of someone else with a neurodivergent brain.
Oh, I'm not criticising no one, darling. I'm not criticising no one.
No, I'm not. But well, you did, because you said you should have had 60 no's. And you didn't. But sometimes when you have to answer a question and it's not going to be a positive outcome and you're going to potentially disappoint someone or let them down, you don't want to click no.
True. Valid point.
I am the queen of not fucking replying. I am absolutely the queen of it. If I look at a message and go, I'm not going to bring you happiness, I go, nope.
Yeah, Cal doesn't reply either.
Right, I'm going to get off, guys, because I've got to sort this camping kit out. And
No,
been trying to
it's
multitask, it
not
ain't working very well.
Yes, bro, catch up with her.
Love
That's
that.
because you're a man.
See you later, folks. Take it easy.
Wow.
Right.
No.
I'm
Say
sorry.
it, darling.
How was gaming and doing work? Are you about to come at me and tell me that you can multitask?
No, I can't multitask for shit. I could do dinner and gaming, that's about it. There is one thing I was going to bring up in the conversation, but I think Aaron fucked off, because Aaron would have been perfect for this kind of conversation I'm about to do, or the subject I was about to bring up. But does anyone have night terrors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or struggle with night terrors in general?
No,
Sometimes, yeah.
I used to, but I don't anymore.
How did you cope with them,
Stormwolf, go on.
Tony?
I shout at me in my
You
sleep.
know what? Ironically, I had no control of having control of them. It was more my head, in the sense of I used to have a similar night terror recurrently, and at one point of it, I'm going through a tunnel, and then an explosion happened. But the day it started turning round, I turned to the right randomly in the dream and noticed. I don't know if you can see it properly, but this little symbol on my wrist. And when I saw that, the night terror stopped instantly. And then every time it happened,
I'm going to come back in as Fight Club for 2 minutes.
every time it happened, and I saw that symbol, the night terror stopped. So that's why I say I have night terrors. I dealt with them, but I have no.
You didn't.
Suggestions
It just
on
happened.
if people are suffering. I have no suggestions how to help.
Right. Yeah, it's fair.
I get that one, to be honest. What about you, Jim? Do you have any night terrors? Bear with me. Jim, do you have night terrors?
He's muted.
James MIA. Go on then, Nat. You said you had night terrors.
Sammy said down the bottom that she has them.
Oh,
yeah,
Sammy, do you have...
Sammy, jump up in the boat. I go through loops, so if I'm overly stressed and I've tried to find the correlation as to what causes them, when I get overly stressed, I end up with night terrors, so then I end up with no sleep, and then I end up with the burnout that comes after it, and then I go AWOL and everyone panics. Like I said, it's quite a vicious circle. Sorry about that, guys.
I genuinely think I need to start going to the doctors again.
Right, Sammy, you want to talk about yours, babe?
What, in here? Scary.
It's starting to get a little more.
2 seconds, sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, Sammy, there's only 12 people in here. This is safe compared to my life.
Oh, okay.
This is the safe one.
No, we had over 200 people in my life earlier. My life is not safe. You are in fact.
This is the safe one where we just beat everyone if we wanted to.
If
But Sam, you said you had night terror, so what was...
Go for it.
Oh, can we all just hang fire and take it in turns? It's Sammy's turn with the mic. Carry on,
Right.
sweet.
So I've suffered with them since coming out of a DV relationship. I find they're harder and more stronger on anniversaries of certain things. So, like, if there's a significant time, I will have them all the time. I don't even know sometimes I'm having them. I've just had times where Wayne has had to grip hold of me because I'm screaming and crying in my sleep. And I'm not aware that I've even had one the next day.
See, yeah, I can. Certain events for me does that for me as well, where I'm literally screaming or sweating in my dreams because it just fucking I can't wake up from
Yeah.
it. Fight Club, do you suffer with them?
I suffer with. See, I don't dream, but when I do dream, I find that I'm fighting with my past. So I shout out a lot and scream out a lot me in my sleep. And plus I'm paranoid schizophrenic. I've been for 25 years. I speak to shadow people at night time. And I speak to voices in my head. So, and plus, yeah. So, when I get up I get up sweating. And I like a panic attack. But then when I get up, then I'm stuck. It might be too far-fetched for you, but this is me. I speak to shadow people, innit?
Nice.
And I'm on medication for it because I see them wherever I go. I don't mind anyway, but yeah, I do get up at night time and I fight. I seem to be fighting with people from past. I fight with people like the trauma from my past. I have flashbacks like in my sleep, so I fucking fight with it. And I end up waking up screaming and shouting and sweating and shit. And then I'm up then for rest at night, rest at day, But anyway, yeah.
I will agree to Jim though on this one. Jim, I'll agree to you on your comment that you just put in there, saying that the night terrors are more like deja vu, because that's what things that piss me off. Is that most of my dreams throughout my life since I was a fucking wee little boy, most of my dreams that I dream about is a deja vu reoccurrence where I'm fucking reliving. It might not be the same. I know, but it might not be like the same like scenario that I dreamed, but it's almost like, oh fuck me, this is another deja vu here. Oh fuck me, this is another deja vu. And then I have like certain fucking dreams that proper fuck me about. That ends up being, if I type into Google, what the fuck does this mean? And then months later or weeks later, it happens, if that makes sense. And it's almost like a premonition of what's fucking coming up. And that's what
exactly
scares me at the moment.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah. I'll let you take the floor if you want, Jim.
Yeah, that's what happens with me with it. It's like I'll get the dream, like I imagine I'm doing something, or I have a dream where something's happening. Won't think anything of it. Then a few weeks later, it'll happen, and I'll be like, "Hang on, this seems really familiar. What the hell's happening? Oh yeah, it was my dream. This is what I dreamt about."
And it takes something later on in the day. Does it take something later on in the day to remind you about it? So then you see that there. Do you just something happen? Do you remember that when you wake up straight away, or does something trigger it in the daytime for you to remember it?
Triggers for me. Don't know about Jim, but it triggers
same
for me.
It's a trigger, and it's also it will just happen. I'll be like, I can have like a dream about something random as hell happening, like meeting somebody or seeing somebody, and then all of a sudden, and about 2 weeks later, that meeting, that conversation, or that event is identical to what was in my dream.
Yeah.
That goes back to us, them saying that everyone should have a spicy brain in like 100 years' time, because I'm convinced there's something in us that, I don't know.
That there one.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a question that I'm really concerned about. Not concerned, but I could be concerned about in that sense. To do in my head.
For it.
I think
So basically,
men's minds matters once up in the box, lovely.
yeah.
Okay, 2 seconds.
And basically, for the last 15 odd years, I don't remember a single dream or having a single dream or night terror or nightmare or whatever. Like literally, I go to sleep, I wake up, and there is nothing
That's common.
in my
though.
head.
So
It's normal, don't get me
What
wrong.
we think
But
is a 3-hour dream is actually about 3 minutes.
Do you
yeah, no, I
smoke?
get that. No,
Do you
but
smoke weed?
obviously,
Do you smoke weed? Do you smoke weed?
I'm literally just about to get onto that one. So I had a major accident 2 years ago, and I was put in hospital by getting hit by a bus. I was put in hospital for a year and a bit, right? So in that year and a bit, there was no weed in my body whatsoever, but I still couldn't dream.
I don't think it's that you couldn't dream. You can't remember your dreams.
That-
There's a
that-
huge difference to that.
There
Because
is-
Jesus just says we need to have dreams to be able to function in our sleep.
Oh, I know what the
But-
dreams do. I know our dreams are our lives sorting our
Yeah.
brains out and the memories we
So-
see in a pattern. I get that,
So
but I
that's what
don't
the
have
difference
any.
is. That's what we're saying. So you can't remember having your dreams, but that doesn't mean that you don't have them.
See, I don't remember most of my dreams. I don't dream a lot. I have
I
occasional
only-
times where I am like, I feel like I'm awake in the dream. Like, I feel like I'm just led there dreaming, but I don't actually have that many.
The
I
only
only remember. I only
Genuinely.
remember the bad ones. So I only remember that I've had a dream if I wake up in a state of panic.
Genuinely, the last dream I can remember was when this symbol appeared.
So that's where the difference lies. That's not that you're not having dreams. You're just having to remember them.
That was
Yeah.
that was 20 years ago.
Phoebe
So
crying?
20 years I've not remembered a
Yeah.
single dream.
She's having a usual meltdown.
Okay.
I'll be jumping off live in a second to deal with her. I fucking can't pronounce the name now. I'm fucking
Men's
halfway.
mental health.
Thank you. You wanted the floor. Thank you, Natalie, for reminding me. But you wanted the floor. Go for it. I'm just going to quickly sort the door out.
No, that's
It's up
okay.
to you,
Don't
men's
go
mental
ahead.
health.
Thank you.
You're all good. Thank you.
Sound.
Men's mental health. If you want to come up, mate, or speak, up to you, mate.
That's okay. I think they say they just wanted to show awareness to the live.
Oh, right. I got
We'll
you.
say to Phoebes, though. We'll waffle here. You're all good.
There is one thing I'm going to leave you with, waffling. How about that? That's going to be one thing I'll leave you with, right?
Leave it with Nat, the gorgeous one waffling.
Wait.
Oh,
We're
stop
not leaving them
kissing
with
ass,
nothing
you.
until you let them talk. Carry on.
Here's one, right? How would you say in today's generation, today's year, in today's society with social media, what is the best way to help break the stigma of men's mental health?
Not categorising it just to men's mental health, because speaking from the other side of that fence, there's a hell of a lot of women can talk to each other. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my girls, and I can phone and I can cry down that phone as many times as I want. But there actually isn't as many groups for women's mental health as what there is now for men's mental health. Do you know, there's one place closer.
But not a lot of men come forward.
Pardon?
Not a lot of men come forward.
There's a lot of groups for men now, but not a lot of men come forward.
No,
If you look at the facts, yeah, they'd rather go and unalive themselves.
No, I understand that, but this is where the balance needs to be. So we have literally no women's mental health places in my area. I spoke to my therapist about it. We have one cafe that you can go to, but it's a mixed cafe. Whereas we've got 7 Andy's Man Clubs within my local area.
7 Andy's Man Clubs in Scotland.
Yeah, we've got loads of pop-up ones. So we've got
Fuck
our
me,
main
Jim,
pub.
we've already got one in fucking Gloucester, haven't we?
Yeah, but it was originally.
We ain't got one down in
originated-
Luton.
So we have like
Fucking.
our main one, and then we've got little branched off ones where they're doing like pop-up ones because the main place can't do it as
I
often.
think I
the
agree.
biggest-
Like, well, I want to say one thing. I think that obviously, I think women and men should join together to help each other's mental health, because we all have children that are growing up, and us women I'm at home with 2 boys. So if I don't come into these groups and speak to men, I won't know how to help my children, and you men have potentially daughters that won't understand what a woman goes through. Yep, 2 seconds.
I was agreeing.
I think that we should not stigmatize it to men's mental health. I think it should be mental health altogether, and everybody help each other.
Men's mental health, you was going in.
So the biggest difference between men's mental health and women's mental health is that men will just kill themselves.
Yeah, no, I totally get you, but
Mm.
obviously,
Hold on, I'm about to put a spanner in your works there.
I'm finding out of this one.
I know.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
I know. Today's society, I know women are struggling just as hard, and I know that women do genuinely, they do struggle, and they will do the same as men, and they will just like top themselves. But men, we don't have as many people to talk to, like you said earlier, and that's why we've got all these pop-ups coming up in Scotland, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool. We've got them everywhere.
Sheffield.
I agree with Red Time Brat that the social media has destroyed mental health. We should set up communities around the country.
Yeah, totally agree
where we
with that
can
one.
trust people, and yeah.
I do agree that men don't talk
Sammy
much.
wants to just talk a minute.
Just quickly, just because I've had a baby recently, I get the whole men's mental health. Don't get me wrong. I preach it because my little boy severely has bad mental health. But there is also a really bad stigma at the moment with women and mental health, especially if you have children, because there is now a scaremonger. If you speak out about your mental health, you are in fact going to lose your children, or there's social media. And a lot of women now do not want to talk about it.
So
That's very true.
going on from Sammy's and just
That's same for fellas as well.
right? But there's so many pop-ups for men's, and this is what I was trying to say back, right? And I fully appreciate the fact that there should be ways and places that men can talk. I'm raising a son. I've done behind-the-scene courses. From the get-go, my little boy has been taught about feelings. I have gone to absolute war with his dad because his dad turned around and told him, boys, don't cry. And I swear I was close to parking my car through his fucking front window. That's not happening on my watch. And they talk about the whole, it runs in the family until it ran into me. At no point am I going to be standing front row at my son's funeral because of his mental health. I've lost friends for it. It's not going to happen. But when I tried to end my life, I was basically told that either I accept the crisis counselling or the social are coming and taking my kid off me. So men.
Yeah. I would put on a child's danger support thing.
Can I just get this out? Men can have a breakdown and they get help, they get support. Women have a breakdown. No, let me finish because it does.
Depends what the situation is, though.
Right, I'll rephrase
It does, yeah. I'll have to agree with that one.
I'll rephrase it, right? Dads can have a breakdown and they'll get more support. Mums have a breakdown and they try and take their kids.
Not necessarily, though.
Listen, let me just say something. The women have more rights than men.
No, they
Right.
All I'm gonna say
Yes, in the UK, yeah,
Not
honest to
not
God, yeah, they
anymore.
do.
If you're on the
I'm
birth
telling you right
certificate,
now, no,
that
they
shouldn't be
don't.
like that anymore.
If the dad was
If
on
I
the
phone the
birth
police up and say to the police, can you come to my house? My wife has just spat in my face. Yeah, they laugh at you. Take piss out us men. If you phone the police and say, my husband just spat in my face, yeah, they'll be straight there ramming their fucking sticks up our asses. Right? The UK in Sheffield, where I'm from, we have got no rights at all. We haven't got a leg to stand on. And with the mental health, yeah, women are so talkative, they talk to each other a lot. They rely on each other a lot because they have their own little... Yeah, they do. It's a fact.
I'm not
Look
gonna
it
like
up, yeah.
Cal, can I just
Right?
say one
Men
thing?
can't open up and talk because they class as pussy holes when they open up and weak. We get told to man up. So it's not as easy for us to go to other guys and other people and open
Hold on.
up.
This is where I get confused. Like, I think how do I explain it? I'm not gonna lie. Cal will vouch for me. Do I ever talk to Kaylee when I shut down? No. And I think that this is why I say that we should all work together, because I think in the past that things have been a certain way, and I think us women think men do certain things, and men think women do certain things, instead of actually having a conversation and going, actually, do you do that? No. what I do when I have a complete mental breakdown, I shut myself in my house. I do not speak to anybody. I do not ask for help. I do not even speak to Cal's wife, and she's my best friend. I don't talk. So this is where everybody.
Yeah, there's gonna be a handful of people like you, because I'm saying I'm a prisoner to my own home.
Right, hold on. So you're saying a handful of people, right? We have 5 women in our group chat, right? And Kel will vouch for us. We're on the phone potentially all day, every day. We can pick up the phone, right? Do you know not one of us 5 women, there's your handful, not one of us 5 women talk to each other when we're having a bad day?
We shut up.
I just want to say though, because I have got 3 things to echo in here. So 4 things echoing earlier. The one thing that obviously when I set this up was because back in 2021
this big box, that's really upsetting my brain. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about that. So the one thing I will say around 2020 or 2021 in the UK alone, that there was more support there for children and women than there was for men. That's why we set this up, because obviously it helped. But going forward in the last year and speaking to a lot of people in the community at the Cornerstone, speaking to a lot of people on the doctor's phone calls and the mails and stuff like that, it's actually now that the funding for, when it was like, let's say 5 years ago, I think it was, the funding for the females and kids were here, with the men's were here. It's now actually dimmered to equal same bar in the stats.
Because the NHS won't fund it anymore.
Now, the NHS, and that there's a reason why, apparently, because the reason why that the NHS will no longer fund it is because that the mental health has become such a fucking trend at the moment in this year alone, is that because of all the backlog in the NHS through the COVID pandemic and stuff like that, there's actually the reason why the funding is no longer there. And like charities like ourselves and other charities are screaming out for support for women, for kids, for men. Even, and I'm going to say this, I know Aaron's going to piss me off, transgender community are even crying out for the mental health crisis as well. But because there's such a backlog in the NHS, and now NHS are turning around with the government's backing and saying, we're not supporting no funding at the moment, purely to the fact that everyone is just crying out for help and we haven't got it. And I think in all fairness, that is another thing that pisses me off on social media, is when everyone gets on the trend bandwagon and fucking, right, this and this and that and stuff. When in actual fact, would you take the time to speak to them? Would you take the time to reach out? This is one thing that I've been putting brotherhood this year alone into a different. If men and women can connect together, like brothers and sisters do connect together, if they connect together more, then as well, like if I had a woman come up to me and says, my husband is struggling with mental health, do you have any advice? We could say this, that. But if a bloke comes up to me and says, I don't know how I can help my wife, she's struggling and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'll hold my hands up, I got a fucking clue. I'll hold my hands up, I got a fucking clue how to help women. But what I will say to them,
because of the exact same argument I've just had to fight with. Women have to deal with it because women talk.
It's not an argument, it's just a disagreement.
No, I'm Scottish. I use argument as a standard. That's just the term.
Welcome to the Fight Club.
Don't get me feisty. Right?
You don't know me, baby.
I was actually going to go and say my second thing here.
It's a discussion. It's not an argument. It's not a.
I was going to say my.
That's right. That's right.
My second thing I was going to spitball here is, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in the last year alone, I've had to deal with 2 different type of scenarios, but they're the same. And the 2 different type of scenarios, and I will have to back Nat up on one of them, but I will also have to back up Fight Club on the other. So I had a guy in my group, right, that was crying out for help, went to his doctors, didn't do fuck all. They literally gave him medication and he didn't want medication. He just wanted to open up and talk. They didn't listen to him. They just said, here's some medication, antidepressants. And he went on a massive spiral to the point where he had then social services knock on the door and they told him he had to leave the house. He was in a relationship. We had kids. He was told to leave the house, go into open door, like, a homeless shelter, go there until he sorts him out, which obviously declined his mental health massively. And it didn't help him talk at all. And he shut down. It wasn't until myself and another bloke in my group that actually helped him talk and get him into the right path. But then on the flip side, his partner, which was the mum of the kids and stuff like that, she was then calling out for help and stuff like that. She had the help. And then 2 weeks later, after getting the help, she had to knock on the social door by social services. They took the kids off her.
Because she's no longer
she went through the program, did everything correctly. She went through the program. They took the kids off her because they deemed her as an unfit male, even though she was still going through the program. And that's the only reason why I know, because at that time, the bloke that we were helping and dealing with, his mental health was high, so he came back. But even that loan there coming back still wasn't enough in the social services eyes to deem him as enough to be a stepfather and a father to the kids.
The social services are fuck. That's why they're full of shit.
But this is the argument I was trying to make. I fully understand men's mental health, right? And I understand that there might not be the help, or there never used to be the help. There is a lot more help out now.
I'll agree to that. There is a lot more help now for men.
In my one town, in a very small radius, I have 3 Andy's Man Clubs versus 1 drop-in for women, right? But it's where it's gone from men won't talk, so now women can't talk. Because fair enough, I can pick up the phone and I can phone Tash and I can phone my group chat or whatever, but I can't talk to anyone out there because I run the risk of losing my child.
Would you say? Can I ask?
You won't talk. I can't talk.
Can I ask? Will I say? And this isn't like an argument or a blunt thing or anything like that. I'm just going to say it as it is, right? But now going through that process that you're going through now, would you say that you can more relate to what the lads were like in 10 years ago, 15 years ago, what they were going through?
No, because it's nothing to do with my mental health. It's the fear of my child being taken from me.
No. But all I'm saying is, obviously, if the lads had spoken up, that's what I mean. If the lads had spoken up and that fear bubble, if they speak up, they're losing their wife, they're losing their child, they're losing their home, business,
I do understand
and stuff like
that
that.
aspect of
That's what I mean.
I nearly lost my
the
kid.
little one, right?
Yeah.
It's see when you've got that balance, right? You've got dads who can nip out to football, right?
What's up, Sue?
You can just be like, oh, I'm popping at the pub with the lads or whatever, right? Then on the flip side of it, 9 out of 10 women have to say, am I okay to go out and watch the kids?
Brat wants to say something.
Right, so when I had my kids, when I first had my boy.
Can I just put Red the Black has been put their hand up, so I think they want to say something.
Yeah, she's
what?
One of my friends.
Yeah, she's put her out.
Mavericks, one of my boys, Raven, they're all coming through.
Bear with.
But can I just say something? When I had my son, because the way I was in the past with my mental health and how I was as a person, they were going to take my kid away from me because they were judging me on my past and when I don't take my medication, what I'm like. I'm a danger to society. I'm classed as a vulnerable person. I'm classed as a violent patient, yeah? So when I'm on my meds, I'm all in control and all that shit, yeah? But when it comes to my son being born, they were going to take my kid off me. I was all doing good. I was doing fine, everything legit. But I was smoking weed. So I had to prove to the system, them people, that I wasn't like that guy, even though I can't change the way I am as a mental patient, yeah? But my past, what it made me like, yeah? So they said they put me on a child protection order. And they tried splitting me and my wife into 2 different rooms to talk about each other because they know my criminal history. They wanted to take her in room and tell her, but what they didn't know is when I met my wife, I give her my criminal histories on paper. I told her everything about it. There's nothing I didn't hide from her. But why I'm bringing that up is, because the system tried to use my mental health against me to take my kids.
Yeah.
But what we're trying to say is they do that to women every single time you want to reach out for help.
So what happened is I said to her, if you don't get out my house, love, I'm going to kick you straight in your fucking... Yeah? So she went. I had to get a solicitor. My wife had to get a solicitor. We had to go to the big man that says, we're taking your kids off you. And do you know what? When he met me, because I'm like you're meeting me, he met me like this. and I speak my mind and I say how it is, how it comes out.
Yeah.
And he said to the woman, to the horrible person that was trying to take my kid, he's not the same guy that he was so many years ago. Do you know what I mean?
This
They weren't giving us a chance
No.
to explain my mental health and what I've been through from my life. Do you know what I mean? I found it so, sorry I'm not interrupting, but I just found that the social services, they don't help, and then they leave it till there's real kids out there that really need that help.
Yeah,
and they
but
try and focus on people like us.
Yeah, so I find that it's like, obviously, and I will hold up, I feel like sometimes that men and women are actually being put against each other.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Tasha. I agree. We're pitted against each other. It's who's sob.
And it's actually the governments and the doctors that are not out there helping us, because we all need help in some different ways. You being a husband, you being a son, a brother, an uncle, whatever. We're the same. We're mums. And I find that we are being pinned against each other, because when we go, like Calv just said about that bloke went to the doctors and he wanted counselling. I went to the doctors a couple of months ago because I wanted counselling, and all they've done is put me on depressant tablets. That is it. I'm not allowed counselling. If I want counselling, I've got to pay someone £50 an hour to have counselling.
Yeah.
Can I just step in here? Once Tasha's finished, can Red please talk? Because that poor woman's been trying to talk for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've said
After
what I
Red
think.
talks,
I just think that
after Red talks, I'm going to drop it because my daughter needs me.
Yeah, I just think that, like, us having these discussions between men and women, it brings light to, for me personally, it brings light to me of what men go through, because I wouldn't know, because I have a husband that doesn't talk, and I'm trying to get him to talk because I want him to. So hearing it from other men, I now get some potentially understand my husband, and I hope that even though you guys might get stressed at us as a woman and having our point, I hope that you can understand where we're coming from.
In all fairness, we do. In all fairness, and this is what I
We
do love
do.
about.
We do if it comes in the right attitude.
Yeah.
Right, hold on.
Oh no. Hold on. I'm just saying this. The reason why I love doing these lives and these podcasts about brotherhood is not just simply just opening up the doorway for men's mental health, but it's also opening up the doors for helping females understand how men struggle, as well as helping men realize how women struggle as well. So meeting the balance between every single gender possible. And that's about how brotherhood connects. That's the whole mission behind brotherhood.
Everybody has to open their mind up and actually give themselves.
Sometimes these debates can come quite heated, and some feelings come out strong.
But I am going to hold.
Yeah, it's fine.
Red. Gonna hold Red. Go for it.
Yeah, sorry.
I built my platform on mostly men's mental health, but I then started doing equal men's and women's, because we all need somewhere to talk, right? And I agree with what, I can't see the name now, but because there's something in the way, but what the lady said at the bottom, that there are a lot more now men's places. The thing is, there were men's places before, right? My granddad's generation, like, men went down the pub, men went golf, men went football, and there weren't women in those spaces. So men would go out with the boys, and, you know, they'd go play golf, and when they got to the 18th hole or 19th hole, whatever, have a little drink, and they'd chat about their lives and their issues, and that's where they did their talking, right? When those spaces became available for women to go to, I think men stopped talking. I think that's when men stopped talking, because where you'd be able to sit and have a moan about your wife, and if a woman's overhearing you, they're like, oi, you know. And I think that's where our problems started, where it became, there was this, because while you was all at golf, we were all getting together as women, and we were having a bitch about you and about our problems. And I think that's been a massive problem. At the moment, I think women's health advocates are talking about historic, because it's been going on for
jump on that
decades.
one way.
Yeah, go on.
The flip side, now you then have people chiming in saying you can't say that about your man because men's mental health. So now we're constantly at loggerheads, because the comment of fuck up, you can't be talking about your wife like that, is now you can't be talking about your husband like that. So there's then the stigma around no one can talk with the fear of being judged.
Yeah, I
It's,
agree.
it's,
But
I reckon it's
I
more
think
to the point.
we've become so separate now. We're like, women's health advocates are going, well, historically there's been underfunding in female specific conditions. Men's health advocates are highlighting the deficits in male targeted health outreach. And we're all moaning about it, right? But nothing's being done, right? Because women are
True.
we go, there's no funding for PMDD, there's no funding for postnatal depression. I've had complex post-traumatic stress disorder since I was 20, I'm 53. And I can tell you how much I've had to fight for therapies because they do want to palm you off with antidepressants and maybe a little bit of CBT because apparently that really helps.
It took me trying to end my life to be able to get counselling.
And I think that's the same for men and women.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I was an army wife, so I do a lot of things with veterans, and I think I click better with veterans because of the PTSD.
I'm a military daughter, so I've seen it from the second-hand generation. You've seen it firsthand where your partner wouldn't talk because of what they went through, where I've seen it growing up where I know fine well that my dad will never talk. He is of the generation where men don't talk because after 20 odd years in the military and then going on to the job that he does now, it's still instilled now. You can have
I think veterans have got better at talking, and like I say, I click better with veterans because we've got the same condition, we've got the same symptoms. But
can I ask,
sorry,
Red,
go on.
with there's a code, isn't there? I only learnt this last year with the code. If a soldier comes up, whether it's I think it's the same for women as well. If a woman soldier comes out to their drill sergeant or their general major and they say woman up, or the bloke comes to the drill sergeant and they say man up, that's apparently code in the British term for they are struggling, they want to talk. I didn't know whether or not that's actual truth, but I was told
I've not heard that.
ex-forces. I was told by some ex-forces that's how it's.
However, I'm gonna be that really pedantic woman that then states that it's not just the army.
No, it's not just the army. No, you got it right. It's everywhere, to be honest, and I that's why I love doing these lives, just because, like you said, we all can connect and do something, but that we're not the ones that are going to change it. If that makes sense, it's got to be done by government. It's got to be done by NHS. It's got to be done by them to change it. But
and they don't give a shit.
One thing is, I will say, do you know the one biggest thing at the moment that separates everyone into different categories, where in actual fact it should be in one category, where everyone should help each other out, but there's one thing that separates it all.
The media.
Correct. Social media is the biggest fucking one that
I understand
spreads everything.
We're all fighting our own battles, right? But where the hell is the help for our kids?
Yeah.
This is
why I come in here to listen to you guys, because I've got two sons here that I want to help. Like, you guys talking helps me. Like, neurodiversion, coming into these, you guys completely help me potentially understand my autistic child. But I wouldn't know, and it's like you've got different hormones to what I have, so I feel completely different. So I think that a whole stigma of women and men are two separate things. I don't think we should be doing that anymore. We should be working together to help our children and have them have a better life, and that they don't have to do the whole women and men are completely different. We're all human. We all have a heart. We all have two lungs. The only thing that's different is between the legs, really.
We need to start teaching our boys to be emotionally intelligent, and teach our girls to be physically strong.
So Tash can witness firsthand. My son lost a grandparent at the weekend, and anyone that was remotely near any of my fucking lives had seen the absolute turmoil I was in, because it's his dad's side of the family. So he's been with me this week, and I've had to try and navigate through his grief while not experiencing the grief myself. So if it was my nana that we lost, that time will come. But if it was my nana, I'd be experiencing the grief at the exact same time as him. Whereas I'm not. I'm trying to navigate through his emotions. I know what grief feels like. I'm not disputing that at all. But right now, I'm not going through the same emotional pathway as what he is. But I have fought for that little boy from the get-go because of my dad and because of the stigma around it. Like, I've sat front row at fucking friends' funerals. I didn't want to do that at my age. I didn't want to do it then. I fucking definitely don't want to do it in the future. So for the longest time, from when he could fucking pick up a picture book, we've had our feelings books, we've had worry monsters, we've had the fucking magic spray that we spray at bedtime. We've had all of that because at the end of the day, you have to talk. You do your highs and lows in here. Every day after school that I picked him up, he had to tell me 3 positives and 1 negative about his day, because positives are more important than negatives.
Do you know what? That's one thing that we do in the group chat as well. That's one thing that, apart from the highs and lows, if someone is feeling deflated and depressed and down, we literally say to them, right, tell us 3 positives and 1 negative. And they struggle to say the second positive, they struggle. But then we have to remind them, saying, well, the fucking first positive is you're awake. Second positive, you're fucking talking to us now. There's your second straight away.
Yeah.
And it's, like you said, it's about...
We done that every single day. And like in the calls and stuff, like Sammy as well, I think these might be in here too. Like Leo is so switched on with his emotions, and I can't fault him for it. Like he came through and he was like, I am actually sad, but it's okay because you're here and we're going to go see Granny and we're going to go to the farm and stuff like that. Like he is ridiculously switched on. But as a mum, I had to do courses for that, because the only help we have for children is CAMHS. It's a 5-year waiting list.
That's shit.
Yeah, but they're going to tell me to send him for a bath, give him a fucking hot drink and give him a biscuit. That's not going to help my son's mental health. It's not going to help anybody's daughter's mental health either. So on everything else that women's having to go ahead with, we're having to navigate the fact that we don't have help. We're having to navigate the fact that we can't ask for help because we have the fear of losing our children. And then on top of all of that, we're having to ask permission to have an afternoon off. I'm lucky I co-parent, so I have 50% of the time. But if I didn't co-parent, I'd have to ask someone's permission to go to the gym, to go do any of that, because guys, and I get that you'll come at me with the other side of the sword, right? But 9 times out of 10, men have their football, they have going to play golf, they have going down to the pub, they have gaming that they can switch off to. But whilst you guys are gaming on an evening, majority of the time the women are putting the kids to bed.
I put the kids to bed, just an FYI.
I said majority.
She didn't say everybody,
I said
because there are single dads out there that do exactly the same.
Yeah, but it is difficult, and it is, and having to ask permission to be able to go to the gym to then combat your own mental health is fucking soul destroying. It really.
I will say on that though, before I jump into Fight Club, and then I'm going to end the live because I think Phoebe really needs me. What I will say is though, is that when there's an insight to women when it comes to men, is that when we go to football, when we go to golfing, when we go to cricket, fuck cricket actually, when we go to darts, no, fuck darts, don't fuck like darts.
Anyway, wherever you go.
Where we go to sports and everything, we actually don't talk in that. That's to us. It's kind of like a release.
That's not what I was saying, right? So, see, as a stay-at-home mum, we're with the kids all day, right? All day we're with the kids. Then men, from as long as time, have gone out to work because the women stay at home, right? Then men get to come home. They then get to go out and do their football, regardless whether you're talking or not. You've had a long week at work.
So men go out to work all day and earn all the money for you to stay at home with all the kids to look after the kids.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I think she's on about that's kind of like the stigma.
I just said for as long as time, that's what happened, because men had to work because the women weren't allowed to, right?
Yeah.
But as long as time, that's how it had been.
Sorry.
You're speaking to the woman who has been the breadwinner because her ex-husband couldn't fucking get off of his arse.
Yeah.
Not how it works in my household, right?
That's right.
But what I'm saying, for as long as time, the men have gone out to work, they've had a really long week at work. So then on a Friday or a Tuesday or a Thursday, or whenever the football is, they get to go out and play football. Then they get to go to the pub at the end of the week because it's been a long working week.
Can I just say one thing though, Nat? I'm just going to say it's not all, because I'm not going to lie, Chris doesn't do anything.
No,
he comes home.
But what
I'm
saying,
I think she's saying historically,
right?
Historically, yeah.
Okay.
So Kelvin said when they go to football, they don't talk. But the point I'm making is, after that long working week where yous have been at work, so yous have got to socialise at work, whilst the women have been at home with the children, and Sarah's just said that it is difficult because she can't work because she's at home with the children, right? So historically, 9 times out of 10, The women stay at home and the men work, right? Not in my household, but that's how it is. So you get to go and socialise all week at work. Then because you've been socialising all week at work, working all week, you then get to go and have your time off in the evening to go decompress. Whether you're talking or not, you still get that time off. Whereas the other person is still at home with the kids. They're still
and the key to good mental health is community and
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
connected to other human beings. And if you
So-
feel connected, even if you're working and it's hard,
Yeah.
you feel part of a community and
Whereas
you're
when you're-
connecting with other humans. Whereas a lot of mums are stuck at home with
yeah,
a 2-year-old to
24/7.
converse with.
And that's the point I'm making. So I'll remove the whole mum and dad and husband and wife thing, right? When you've got one person who's staying at home 24/7, who only have the communication where they're picking up the phone, like this is why we sit in our group calls and stuff, or we sit on live, and you've got the other person who is getting to go out, and they are getting that. Regardless whether you are talking on an evening or not, you're still getting that time off.
I will say it's also about rotating around as well. Like if Kaylee went out on the Saturday, I'll go out the next Saturday, even though I don't
Just
fucking like
about
people.
to say that. You need to.
Yeah, it's
communicate
also
with your
about like
peers.
communicate.
You
Like,
need to help
you
yourself.
go to football, Wednesday. All right, you can go out Saturday and have
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah,
That kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like
Fight
we
Club,
said,
go
we
for
need
it.
to work
Fight
as a
Club.
team. Yeah,
Also,
sorry.
Fight Club,
just
let's
on-
go. Bring in
just
Fight
on
Club.
from the comments, just quickly before he goes on, right? So this is where the stigma does carry on. What is more important for? Because Reg just said, I think single dads get more credit. Why just because you're a male and you're then taking on a role that women have done for as long as time, do you get more
should be
credit than what a
equal.
woman does?
But then
It's
it's the
equal
same.
pass in
But
my
then
opinion.
again, it's the,
Society's
like,
issues are
Equal,
blamed
yeah.
on single mums, but
It
single
shouldn't be,
dads
yeah.
are like blessed.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. How
Yeah.
wonderful this man's changing a nappy.
It,
Well,
it shouldn't be that way though. It should
No.
be equal.
No, it shouldn't
it
be.
should be
Agreed.
equal.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
That's
everything should
Fight
be
Club.
equal.
Yeah.
Right,
You've been
quickly,
ganging,
tell
so let's
them
go.
to
Fight
leave.
Club.
Yes,
Fight
yes.
Go
You
for it.
What we on
Give it
about
PJ.
now? What we on about
Give
here?
PG. But before I do end the live though, I want to say though, it's been great to come back. It's been off for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it's great to have the live come back. To bring everyone together, the highs and lows, the positives, the negatives, having a good old debate and discussion and conversation chats about the two genders and stuff like that, and how I think in the old fairness, the only way you're going to end it is by working together as an actual partnership, working together as a network to help each other out in that format and stuff like that. That's the only way I can. It will, because it's me. I'm on this live.
I'm going to be straight
That's
up,
all I'm
me.
saying.
I tried it. I tried working with the ladies. It don't work. It'll never happen on
Yeah,
my
but that's
page.
because it will work. Because
It won't
you
work.
can't
Listen, let me tell you why. No, let me tell you why, Tash. I'll tell you why.
Okay, sorry.
Because people are different. People have different
Yeah.
sense of humours. People have different personalities, and people don't care as much as others. Some people just there don't really give a shit, and some people think they've been through worse than others and worse. So I try. Listen. I tried it. Yeah, let me say my piece, please. I tried it, and then I met ladies with bad attitudes, talking over my fellas like that's nothing what you've been through. I've been through this. So I knocked that straight on Ed and thought I need to protect my life because it's strictly just a man's cave, no women allowed. And I had to knock on Ed for safety of my fellas. So I did try it, and of course, don't forget, I'm all for women's mental health. There's women that inbox me every day and I support through crisis that are locked up in institutions. Yeah, so I speak to them on a regular and I help them get through their days, even with fellas. Yeah, because I've been one of them people. So I'm all for understanding women's mental health and getting to know it. But yeah, for me, because the way I am as a person, you've got to have the right attitude. You've got to have the understanding, the right heart, the right connection, the right feeling, the right emotion. You've got to be legit. Yeah? Nobody's
what I
better than
agree.
nobody. And
I would-
you've
I would
got,
say
you know what I
the
mean?
same
So
thing.
I
Work-
tried it, but for me,
work
fella,
together.
you know what I mean? I don't mind learning it myself, understand it, but I tried working with ladies, and it didn't mix well.
You don't necessarily have to work.
But it's not just coming from my point of view; it's come from everybody's point of view when I was
You're
doing the
talking
live.
about women talking over men. And
Hold
you're
on,
talking
hold
over
on,
me.
hold on.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying my
Hold on,
bit.
mute.
But it's not a man and a
Men's
woman.
men's
It's
men.
a
Hold on,
person.
mute.
Hold on now.
men's mental health. Go on, you were saying something then. I wanted to
it's
jump
not,
on.
It's not really about like you don't really need to work together, like as in you just need to support each other rather than working together.
That's all. Yeah.
That's what
It's about
that's what I do.
meeting in the middle with everyone else.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I support. Ask anybody about me, ladies and gentlemen. They'll tell you about me, the Fight Club. I support hundreds of ladies, hundreds of women. But in conversation where it gets deep, it can go off a bit. So I just knocked it on the head. No disrespect to women, because I help women. You know me, guys. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, I know you.
But I tried it. Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, and for my team who's on my live, the guys that come from my live, they all said the same. Do you know what I mean? So
see, this is why I like doing these lives as well. It's because it's more of we meet in the middle, we talk in the middle and stuff like that. To me, in my lives, we're not male and female, we're brothers and sisters. You know, we're always going to have our sibling kind of banter. We always are.
Being men and women, and that whilst there's a
We're
divide
gonna-
between men and women,
It's about working.
just an example,
it's
quickly.
about
Go through
working
TikTok,
together
look on other lives, and look how people go off with each other on different lives. How they talk over each other, disagree, swear at each other, yeah. And these on religion lives, other lives, yeah. It doesn't
I went
work.
into one live that someone was screwing up. I went to one live a couple of months ago when they were talking about a child's life, right? It was about like a children's lives, how important it was. Someone jumped in a box and out-talked everyone about politics.
Right,
And they're
but
like, hold on a minute, weren't the live meant to be about children, not fucking politics?
You've been in my lives, right? And regardless of how I look, the amount of shit I get in my life should not happen. And that's
True.
coming from men to a woman.
Yeah,
And I
true.
mean like thousands of people. Absolutely thousands.
Mhm.
Because for as long as time, men have been more superior than women. And that'll never change because it's been that way for as long as time. It's always
I don't know.
automatically
Secretly, I'm shit scared of my wife. Secretly,
You're
but
shit
we
scared
can't
of
tell
me
my
as
wife
well,
that.
but this is the point I'm making. But when you're talking about lives and you're talking about that stigma and everything else, see, as a woman sitting on a live, it's a fucking horrible place to be.
Yeah, like don't. In all fairness, and I have to back up this because I was on someone's live and there was a bloke and he was trying his hardest to just talk about, and it wasn't even mental health. I think it was just generally talking about something sports. I can't remember what it was. This has gone back months, and he was ganged up on by. You had men that was ganging up on him. You had women ganging up on him. You even had the I'm not going to say it because I'll probably get banned. Gender. Fucking thing, if that makes sense.
Unfortunately,
and that's what I mean. Social media is dangerous when it can be
it's
dangerous.
toxic. The same as the media, it's toxic.
And
But my point of view
No.
is when I do these lives, it's about bringing everyone together. No, we're gonna have banter because your brothers and siblings, brothers and sisters, they're always gonna have banter. Fuck me, I still have banter these days with Tash. But it's about when we're on these lives, it's about meeting in the middle. It's about understanding that we're not in the 90s anymore, we're not in the 80s anymore, but we're not currently there yet either in the 26th era. We're not currently there yet where we can all meet in the middle. But I'm gonna end the live.
Like-minded people.
I'm gonna end the live now because I am going to see my daughter
Welcome back
because
on.
she's been crying out for medicine, alright? But I love everyone. Thank you all for jumping
Thank
on
you
live.
for
Much
everybody
love,
that
everyone.
taught me some things today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you all. I will catch you all in a bit. Love.